What's going on, y'all? We have the first game of the season. St. Louis Battlehawks versus the Roughnecks. Should I? Yeah, I low key should look up the rosters real quick. I did not tune in to UFL last year, and I'm just being completely honest. I think I just had a lot on my plate around that time. A lot of draft stuff, probably just real life. Just did not watch UFL. I think whoever the USFL team was that won their champ, I think it was Birmingham. I think they won back to back. Um, they had some dogs. Let me see. You know what? I'm not gonna spend time looking at the rosters. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I'll just be caught by surprise. Did the Brahmas play today? No, I think this was the only game today. I should have tried to go to the game. It's all good though.
Empty backfield.
Hold on.
Wilkins pulls it down, makes a move, and still fights.
Oh my.
Stop.
Let's run this back. Audio looks like it's a little low.
Empty backfield. Wilkins pulls it down, makes a move, and still fights.
Good hit.
Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they mark this. Leon O'Neal with the big hit. Did he prevent the first down? No, not enough. They give it to him.
Be kind of the theme of the entire year here in the UFL.
Okay, so Battlehawks turn the ball over.
Tipped in the air.
Ooh.
Picked off.
Good
What
play.
an interception. Quantario Cole. One-man tip drill.
Excuse me.
And the Battlehawks get it back.
You know what? I think the reason why I didn't react last year is because they copyrighted.
So he's in that back level, and you're going to have the route out to the right
That might
side
be
of
it.
the offense for the tight end, and he's just right in the hip
That's a good
pocket.
play.
And goes right
Oh,
up there
man.
with that offhand, that right hand,
Yeah, but last year
takes
they
the ball
didn't.
right
The
to
year
himself,
before last,
and
I know for
love
sure they
that
didn't.
He
So
competed for that ball after it was tipped in the air. Q Cole with the pick on the
We'll see.
first attempt. 15 lead over here on the left.
They hand it off. Sailors follows the block of his tight
Sailors.
end in open field.
He a nice back.
Sailors all the way down to the 15.
I remember watching him.
Of the game,
Yeah,
21 yards.
he was doing pretty good. I think last season and season before. Surprised he hasn't got a shot at the NFL yet.
Stays alive. He's got running room.
Wow.
Towards the sideline, inside the
Sheesh.
5, first and goal after the big run by the quarterback. Give him 12. We have not seen Hakeem Butler targeted at all so far in this game.
Oh, they still got Hakeem Butler on the
They
Hawks.
hand it off. Sailors
Good hit.
game.
You know, I wonder.
They hand it off again. Sailors
Good score.
into the end
I wonder
zone
if they
for
took
the touchdown.
all of the best players
If you can do that, maybe you don't need Butler. At
from the
least not right
USFL
now.
and put them on one team. Would they be competitive to the worst team in the NFL?
Well, we have seen the two things that Anthony.
You could probably add some NFL free
desperately
agents to
wanted
that.
see. We've seen
And
violence from
then
the
it for sure would be.
offensive line, and we've seen a quarterback willing to get out.
That's a good running back, man.
pocket.
Sailor signed to the
He's gonna have
Giants last
bigger
offseason, but didn't make the
opportunities
roster
to
during
take
training
those shots
camp.
down the field.
They fake the end around. Butler's on the sideline. Here's Sailors, who has been the man so far in this game.
Good move.
Another big run after the catch out to the 35-yard line. A gain of 19, and Sailors has been the man so far. That's his 10th touch.
And look at the movement and the motion that we're starting to see. You see that little end around that they're faking over the outside, and then
He move a little bit like Kyron Williams a little bit.
Fargo reverse going the other way, and then you slip the screen the other direction. That was really good stuff.
17 plays. Sailors touched it 10 times. Wilkins going deep. He's got Pearson.
Ooh,
Makes the
perfect
catch
pass.
into Houston territory. St. Louis is cooking right now.
It's really beautiful.
I think it was 2 years ago he led the
Out of the
XFL in
backfield,
receiving.
Howard
Good spin.
spun, didn't need to, but
Okay,
worked.
it
But he winds
worked.
up picking up the first down. They need to get it to the 12. Here's the pressure. They do. First and
Good hit.
goal, Frank Darby.
Good hit. Frank
From
Darby.
the one, they
I remember
hurry
him.
up. Wilkins dives over.
I look
Gets
forward
the
to this league getting some
touchdown.
stability.
St. Louis
You know what I mean?
scores again.
I think I made the comment. I think a few
What
few
a
days
start
ago.
from Manny Wilkins
Another
and this
10
Battlehawks team.
years from now, Once they get a little bit more established, have some more
12-0.
competition, it's gonna be
St.
nice.
Louis, man, if you're the head coach, you're liking what you're seeing so far.
So, you know, for these guys, what they put on the field matters. What they get to do, extending that ecosystem of football, it's such an important thing.
180. Key third down here for Houston. Anthony Brown. He's got running room and he
Anthony
can run.
Brown.
There he goes. First down and
This the dude that was on the
more
Ravens?
territory.
Thought Frank Darby was gonna be special.
All right, Joel, we got 3rd and 10 here for Houston.
He looked promising. Was he on Frank Darby was on the Falcons at one point, right?
On the field, get some points.
Oh,
Yes, Brown kept it alive, but not for long.
kind of forced that throw. Good play by the DB.
Lucas Dennis back with the Battlehawks after a year in the NFL. Gets an interception. 2nd one for this defense.
St. Louis. Oh, they're shining up front.
Imagine playing a full NFL season, going to the UFL, and then going back to the NFL.
A little flea flicker. Wilkins
Super busy.
Traffic's just going to run out of bounds.
You know, Brown was on the Ravens for a little. Y'all remember Brown being on the Ravens. He signed with another NFL team. Just, I guess it didn't work out. Dang, that boy, nice. 3rd and 18.
They pick up 19. Last time they were 3rd and 18, they converted.
Empty.
Out to Pearson. Makes a move, and they convert again with more. Pearson into Houston territory, and once again,
That was nice.
huge chunk play, but
Well, Wilkins 9 for 10.
From 48.
Oh, Blankenship is in the UFL? What?
Kick is up.
I feel it, though. I think this is super good for kickers. Super good. Kickers, punters. Obviously everybody, but you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, they're going to give St. Louis one more opportunity.
especially with
There is
how
a
Jake
flag
Bates
down
did
on
last
this
year.
punch. Pearson scoops it up. Good
Like he coulda cut that
return
back
by
up.
Pearson, but let's see what the yellow
he was on the
Hankies
Bills
for.
and Raiders after Ravens.
Looking over
Very
the middle,
efficient
he's
stat
got a
line.
man open. Frank Darby down inside the 20, and another big gain as his forward progress is stopped. And St. Louis calls a timeout with 19 seconds left after the 21-yard pickup. Calling that timeout late, gave the ball back to St. Louis, and all they get out of it is 3 points. So a win by the Houston defense, yet St. Louis extends the lead.
Oh,
And you
Houston
can
is
just
not
see the
doing nothing.
confidence level right now in the St. Louis offense. It was a good stop before Howard could get going by this Houston defense. Israel Antoine, the first guy to get there. 5 of 8 on 3rd downs in the first half. A handoff. Sailors make it
Oh
6
my
of 9 in the
gosh.
game and more.
He's going to fake, and then he's coming out here. Fake, and then he comes out there. Oh,
And he's
What
been
NFL
pressured.
player do y'all
We've seen it
realistic?
from Houston all night, and it stops St.
What
Louis
NFL
on fourth down.
player this year, if they don't break out,
has crept up once
they'll probably be in the UFL this year, the next year.
Rounds
Who'd
the
y'all say?
corner, and good run by Merritt after evading the tackle in the backfield.
Straight spring titles, you know, 2 USFL, and then last year in the inaugural season of the UFL.
Jarvie and Howard, big hole.
It's a good run.
Howard all the way out to the 47-yard
Hit
line.
Wilkins' mobility is kind of like
First down, a pickup of 19.
keeping the
Sailors.
Roughnecks on their toes.
Look at that.
Oh my gosh, and they just running the ball so well.
I mean, it's almost
It's a little
as
bit of
if
everything.
whatever they
Quarterback
want to
running,
do,
running back running.
Super challenge on a
And then
conversion
he's
that
slinging
ended
it,
up
too.
being the difference in the game.
And this one gives him 1st and goal.
Jeez,
Manny
good
Wilkins
score.
diving into the end zone for the touchdown. Second rushing touchdown of the game.
Little read on the outside. And this is exactly what Anthony Beck
Nice.
was wanting, was a quarterback that could make things happen with his legs, and how dangerous it was. And Beck told us, Brock, before the game, that he was tired of watching Adrian Martinez run around on his defense last year. Martinez was...
Henderson's
That's a good
got a
throw.
man
So they
along the
changed quarterbacks.
side. Justin Hall.
Ready. 180. Wait, son.
The handoff taken by Merritt.
Oh my gosh. So we got a shutout?
Good job of Chris Garrett.
Fatukasi, he's come in, number 33, and done a nice job. They've gotten longer at corner, and they're really good at safety.
Let's see if they get a stop. They don't. Henderson shows that he can run.
Let's go pick
Gets
up.
the first down and keeps the drive alive for Houston.
It's like almost every quarterback in the UFL is mobile.
Younger,
almost.
And that hasn't materialized against this Battlehawks team.
Here we go on 4th and 10.
Oh my gosh.
Cameron Kelly.
Expected
They
the
just
dug in at least one
St. Louis is
series
just
in the first
better.
half, and it just never materialized.
Here's his first run. Duggan. Nice.
Duggan
run
is in
on
the
first
UFL?
down, picks up 15
That's a
yards.
TCU quarterback, right? This is Jarvion Howard.
Hands it off Jarvion Howard.
Let's go move.
What a run.
Ooh. Okay,
beast
beast mode.
Howard with the big run.
Oh
to seal
man.
it off.
All right.
74 yards, and there they go.
That's funny.
Well, this linebacker right here has to be responsible for this gap that's opened up. But when he vacates,
blocks.
now all of a sudden you just have a huge lane right down the middle of the defense.
Sheesh.
That is
What?
a lack of gap integrity in the defensive front. And then you exploit
DB
that
looked like
as
he
an
didn't even try to
offense.
wrap
If
him
you
up.
get out of position against this St. Louis team, bang, they make you pay. That's a mark of a good team, a well-coached team.
And when you play 4 safeties and you're confident in all of them, that's a good feeling too.
Donnie Abraham, longtime NFL player, won a Super Bowl. There's a big run.
Let's go pick up.
Nolan Henderson. Best
Look like
run
Genty.
of the
That
night.
very much look like a Genty type run.
They just put their cleats
Dang,
in the
them boys
ground,
getting
eyes in the
whooped.
backfield, and they can try to react.
31-0.
Henderson steps up.
Okay.
Touchdown. Houston,
Okay.
their first
No
score
shutout.
of the night. Justin Hall.
Hey, had to be Hall. Had to be Hall.
There's some positives there. As you're going to get Justin Hall just on a hook,
Thank you.
just right up the field. Defender doesn't react over. Got to get sticky in zone coverage, and he does not. That's Nick Whiteside, who left.
Play from the 28-yard line. You need to get it to the 40 to retain possession.
4th and 12.
If you don't, you turn it over wherever the ball is. Here we go.
Oh
Henderson
my
goes down.
gosh.
They're going to draw a flag for a face mask, and they're going to wind
If
up
he
converting
didn't
it
grab his
to
face
fourth down.
mask, if it was just his hand,
As far as who their starter is going to be moving
I'm
forward.
not calling that, but
Henderson
Sheesh.
pressured, sacked.
well, it looks like the Roughnecks are finna be trash.
Domau Peinu. So now it's 4th and 15. Henderson. Domau Peinu gets him again.
I have no comments. I'm a Houston fan by default, but yeah. Either St. Louis is really nice or Houston is really bad. One of the two. But we'll see. We'll see how the season plays out. I'm not gonna guarantee that I'm gonna do the whole season. I'm not gonna guarantee. But we'll see. We'll see. Y'all let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.